猫ワークです。ネコパラボリューム4、猫とパティシエのノエル。
Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of NEKOPARA Vol.4 on Nintendo Switch. As soon as I can get back to where I can start the game again.
NEKOPARA Vol.4、猫とパティシエのノエル。
Okay.
ロードするのですか？ロードをしても良いか確認させてくださいませ。
That's what I think too. Dad is hard-headed and terrible with words, but he's not the kind of person to lie just because he doesn't approve of something.
説明しなかったことに意味がある。
Yeah, somewhat.
なら、私には教えることができない。それも理解できる？
Yes. I guess there's something I'm missing. Something Dad and Mentor both understand. However, it's not something that can be explained in words. I find myself lost with my thoughts running around in circles in my head.
私は役に立たないと言ったでしょ。今のうちに国へ帰る？
Oh no, I cannot go back until I find something. Anything.
そう。なら、ケーキをショーケースに並べてちょうだい。
Yes, ma'am. I take the tray from her and carefully place them in the showcase. When I'm going through this routine, my mind is free from worries, and all I can remember is the days I was under my mentor's tutelage. I find this mundane work so much fun that it naturally brings a smile to my face.
Bonjour.
The two exchange greetings with the French word for good afternoon. The customers say hello and goodbye when they enter and leave the shop, as if they're at a friend's house. There are people in Japan who come into shops with a hello or good day as well, but I feel like it's become more uncommon nowadays. Bonjour. The female patron has a firm and compact build suited for dancing or something of the sort. Her eyes widen and she's taken aback. Her eyes are focused on...
Bonjour.
Shigure is there, changed into her regular kimono. However, she's speaking fluent French while in it.
なんて素敵。日本のお人形みたいね。
ありがとうございます。
She's very popular among the customers. Wearing a kimono is uncommon enough, but on top of that, someone like that working at a patisserie is pretty much unseen around here.
写真を撮ってもいいかしら。
写真ですか？もちろんいいですよ。SNS にアップするときは店名を書いてくださいね。
Shigure strikes a pose like a professional model.
なんだか賑やかだこと。昔に戻ったみたい。
My apologies for all the racket.
おやおや。カショウには誰かが困っているように見えるの？
Huh? No, it's just... All of the customers are in a frenzy over Shigure and her uncommon wardrobe. She seems to be trending on social media, which is why there are so many more customers than usual. Apparently, Shigure does business by way of the web. I guess she's serving customers in her kimono as a form of advertising.
フレーズ、一緒に移りましょう。私もですか？どうしてですか？和服とかじゃないんですけど。可愛いからに決まっているじゃありませんか。わかりました。
やった。前から気になっていたのよ。
フレーズ、寄って寄って。こうでしょうか。
フレーズはああいうのから逃げ回っていたのだけれど、しぐれは人に行動を起こさせる力があるわね。
No, she's just pushy.
強引さも時と場合と言い方によっては悪くないわ。単に強制しても人は動かない。一人の志ある者は川を渡れるけれど。
Yeah, maybe Shigure is the type to help build bridges.
兄様、一緒に移りましょう。
Huh? Me too.
お客様にフィアンセですかって聞かれちゃいました。
You didn't feed her a lie, did you?
もちろん事実だけを伝えました。
That's a relief.
しぐれは彼を心から愛しています。
That's just gonna give her the wrong idea.
嘘は言っていません。
I mean, you technically didn't tell a lie, but still.
おやおや、もしかしてカショウはしぐれのことが嫌いなの？
Oh. Hold on a minute. I got my own NEKOPARA to deal with. Huh? That isn't what I mean.
なら仲良くするくらい普通のことじゃなくて、家族だもの。
ペニーさん、さすがです。
Well, the French do have more intimate family relationships in comparison to the Japanese. They're always going out together, and it's not rare to see brothers and sisters walking hand in hand. Sometimes what you think is a pair of young lovers ends up being a pair of siblings, and the pair of young lovers ends up being even more passionate.
文化を尊重するのは大事なことですよ、兄様。
I get it. I nod. Shigure wraps her arms around mine.
なんと素晴らしいことでしょう。お許しをいただけるなんて。ビーバー、フランス、合法的にイチャイチャできます。合法兄様。
Cool your jets. A customer snaps a photo of me in their phone as Shigure clings to me.
まるで夫婦飽きないですね、兄様。私、感激です。
Yeah. I thought that Mentor would hate all the commotion in her shop, but...
いいことよ、カショ。やっぱり家族は仲良くしないとね。
She is in an oddly good mood. She doesn't feel inconvenienced that... Or she doesn't feel inconvenienced at least. Shigure's outward personality and the exotic allure of her kimono has been helping with giving the shop a modest following on social media. Tea time ends and customers start to thin out. Whew. I've had the cat girls take care of dealing with customers as of late, so doing the various odds and ends on my own is a fresh change of pace. It's tough work, but it's fulfilling. Speaking of which, when was the last time I stood at a counter and interacted with customers face to face like this anyway? After all, even during business hours, I'm cooped up in the kitchen all day.
タルトタタフ、ミルフィーユ、ルリジュース。
At first, Faze comes across as shy and introverted, but she's a fast worker regardless. You're pretty impressive.
Huh?
You're careful and deliberate so you don't make mistakes, and despite being so particular, you're constantly on the move, so you get a considerable amount done. This shop probably wouldn't operate without you around, huh?
そんなことは。
その通りよ。最近はお客さんが増えて、もう私だけでは無理ね。
今日は特にお客さんが多いです。
いつもならティータイムが取れるくらい空いているような時間帯なのだけれど。
It wasn't enough to form any lines, but the customers didn't let up for a second. They're all probably here for Shigure. I'm guessing it's because of the spread on social media.
すみません。頑張りすぎました。謝らないで。私はお客さんが多い方が嬉しいです。
The tone and demeanor aren't quite the same, but she's starting to speak a little like Mentor. I suppose it comes with the territory since Mentor raised her like a daughter.
なんてよくできた子なんでしょう。
Frey sure is qualified. She should be the same age as Chocola too.
フランスの鈴持ち試験は相当に厳しいらしいですから、それに合格しているだけでも間違いなく優秀ですね。
Huh? Is the exam different content-wise?
もちろんです。自動車の免許試験と同じで、国ごとに基準が全然違います。しかも日本だと国から業務委託された民間企業の方々が試験官なんですが、フランスは警察官が担当していますから。
That does seem tough.
鈴の試験、はい、大変でした。無理だと思ったことも何度か。でもパティシエールがいっぱい教えてくれましたから。
本人の努力がなければ私が何を言っても無意味よ。フレーズが鈴を持っているのはフレーズが努力をしたから。
ありがとうございます、パティシ連れて帰りたい。
Hey, don't go saying that like you mean it.
いいかもしれないわね。
Huh?
フレーズは物心ついた時には私の家に行って、この店この町しか知らないわ。世界にはいろいろな場所があり、人がおり、想像すらしないことが起きる。 そうしたことを知らないでいるのはもったいないし危ういことだから。私はフレーズにもっと広い世界を知ってほしいの。
I see. It is important to broaden one's horizons. I feel like she's saying that about myself. I was always locked in a small world. I was under the assumption that my dad's house and the places around school made up the entire world. When I met Mentor in this city, my world changed in a big way. I was able to choose my own path.
そういうことでしたら、私が万全の体制で広い世界を知っていただくために受け入れを。
そう。じゃあお願いしようかしら。
But if you do that, what will happen to the shop, Mentor?
フレーズの代わりにしぐれが働いてくれれば問題ないわね。あなたもいろいろなことへ目を向けた方がいいと思うの。小さな画面を通してではなく。
申し訳ございません。私は兄様がいない世界では生きていけないのです。水と空気と兄様が必要です。
そうなの？残念だわ。
さすがは兄様の師匠様。ベニエさんの方が上手ですね。
I'm not sure how much of that was true, but I also agree that Frey should learn more about the world. But it doesn't have to be right away. Whenever the time comes you want to do that, I'll do everything in my power to help you, Frey.
ありがとうございます。いつかその時にはぜひ。楽しみです。
Yep. Now then, time to wash up the plates.
私も厨房に戻るわね。
Before I even notice, my first full day in France is coming to a close. The original La Soleil is fermé, closed for business before sunset.
二人ともお疲れ様でした。たっぷり食べてちょうだい。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. I know I asked this of you suddenly, and I brought Shigure along on top of that.
食事は大勢の方が楽しいもの。それにあなたたちは家族じゃないの。はい。さあどうぞ。
いただきます。
Hors d'oeuvres serve to enrich one's appetite and mood. The portion size is small, designed to make you enjoy their visual beauty. Mentor has prepared scallops topped with mini shrimp and caviar sandwiches, or sandwiching sliced pieces. Mentor has prepared scallops topped with mini shrimp and caviar sandwiching sliced pieces of baby tomatoes. To ensure it's held together, it's drenched in a light coat of potato mousseline, making it less likely to fall apart when eaten. Delicate, vibrant, and gentle on the palate.
美味しいです。ベニエさん。
This is fantastic.
ありがとう。普通の家庭料理なのだけれど、祖母の代から作っているから褒めてもらえて嬉しいわ。
These decadent hors d'oeuvres are like a bite into the blessings of the Mediterranean. Their saltiness and acidity is good for the body. Following the hors d'oeuvres is soup, which is then followed by a dish of poisson, fish. Every dish is exquisite.
美味しいです。パティシエールの料理を食べると、私は今日も頑張ってよかったなって思います。
私もあなたの食べる姿を見るのが大好きよ、フレーズ。
パリで超一流のフランス料理フルコース、その上歴史ある邸宅で一泊。どうしましょう。素人の私がちょっとお手伝いしたくらいでは全く見合わないと思うのですが。
しぐれは面白いことを言うわね。見合うとか見合わないとか、そんなこと気にしなくてもいいのよ。
しかし兄様がお世話になっているのに、この上私まで。
I get how you feel, but I've tried to give Mentor tokens of my gratitude plenty of times in the past, but she would never accept a single offer. I want to someday thank her by making some really delicious Western sweets. Mentor is the one who taught me all I know, so I think showing her my growth is a valid form of thanks.
楽しみにしているわ、カシオ。
なるほど。でも私はどうすれば。
構わないと言っているのに。しぐれもカシオたちに似て頑固だこと。
すみません。ではお言葉に甘えます。
そうしてちょうだい。これも自信作なのよ。楽しんでほしいわ。
After the main meat dish comes, slices of Mentor's cake, which line the table.
すごい綺麗です。とっても。いつも素敵だけれど今日のは特別にパティシエールの楽しい気持ちが伝わってきます。
そうよかったわ。
I scoop the tip of the cake and bring it to my mouth. The cake is a new recipe that I've never tasted before, but the flavor definitely belongs to my mentor. It's a fresh yet nostalgic taste. I feel like I've come to this city for the sole purpose of eating this.
少しは落ち着いたかしら。
I don't know, but was I that bad?
迷子の子猫のような顔をしていたわね。
Color me embarrassed. Honestly, when I was helping with the shop today, I did kind of ask myself, should I really be doing this right now? I thought I should be baking the cake that'll satisfy my dad before Christmas. But as I worked through the day, I kind of started to remember the old days. My desire from when I first started off to make Western sweets had resuscitated.
焦りは消えた？
To be honest, little remains, but the weird feeling of discomfort has diminished. My objective isn't to have my dad recognize my talents. It's to bake a cake that puts smiles on people's faces. That is my goal, and it's the right one for me. I'm positive. But Dad said that you'll always be half the man you should be if you keep running behind words like that. My goal is right, in which case I was the one in the wrong. I've been running behind my words. I was satisfied by just saying that I wanted to put smiles on faces. Essentially, I was running behind those words. If I really want to bring smiles to people's faces, then I can do something more. I should do something. That is what my dad was trying to tell me. At least I think.
私はカシオのお父さんではないからわからないわね。そうかもしれないし、違うのかもしれない。言葉というのは言った本人にすら本当の意味がわからないこともある。100人が受け取れば100通りの解釈があるのが言葉というものだから、大切なのは言葉ではなくて、いえ、少し話しすぎたわね。長旅の上にずっと働いて疲れたでしょ。シャワーを浴びて早めに寝るといいわ。うっかりしていたわ。空き部屋はあるけれど、ベッドはカシオが使っていたものしか空いてないの。一緒に使ってもらってもいいかしら。
もちろんです。ご迷惑はかけられません。そもそも私はホテルに泊まるつもりでしたから。
ダメよ。日が落ちてから出歩くなんて危ないもの。
That's right. It's a big bed, so we'll manage. But if you don't want to, that's a different story.
兄様と私幸せすぎて気絶しそうです。
本当に大丈夫なのよね、カシオ。
Shigure just gets like this sometimes. I'm positive we'll be just fine. Please believe me, mentor.
なら安心ね。そうなの。しぐれはこういう子なのね。会えてよかったわ。
こんな楽しそうなパティシエールは初めて見るかもしれません。カショウさんとしぐれさんとおしゃべりしている時のパティシエールは本当に嬉しそうです。
Is that a fact?
私はさほど面白いことは言っていないと思いますが、 兄様を見ていると幸せになるのは自然の摂理ですから。しぐれさん、面白いです。フレーズもいずれ理解します。きっと。
Mentor does look happy. Her eyes get especially gentle when she looks at Shigure. Shigure ended up coming here without any previous arrangements, so I thought she would be trouble, but ultimately it might have been the right choice to bring her along. I never would have guessed Mentor would be so thrilled to see her. More on that later.
NEKOPARA.
Boy, it sure has been a minute. This room hasn't changed one bit. Mentor said that she had free room, so I'm guessing she's letting Phrase use a different room. It really is just how I left it.
きっと頻繁に手を入れているのでしょうね。部屋は使わなければ悪くなるものですから。
Now that you mention it.
毎日のように窓を開けたり、埃を払わないとすぐカビ臭くなります。
Is that how it works?
実家にある兄様の部屋は私が毎日のように手入れしていますから万全です。窓を開けて空気を入れ替えて机を空拭きし、ベッドの寝心地を確かめています。
I see. Is there a need for a daily check of my bed's comfort levels?
多分ベニエさんはまた兄様が来るのをずっと待っていたのだと思います。
Huh? Maybe. I feel terrible that she has been taking such good care of this room for such an unworthy apprentice. Tomorrow's another early day. Let's shower up and get to bed.
一緒にシャワーですか？それは心の準備が。
Of course we're not together. Hurry and take yours first.
はーい。
Shigure, you're sick. You need a hospital ASAP.
すみません。嬉しすぎてつい人語を忘れてしまいました。
Well, you did work hard today.
もったいないお言葉です。私が勝手についてきたのに。
Don't sweat it. I came here of my own accord too, so we're in the same boat. Plus, it seems that Mentor likes you.
不思議です。ご迷惑をおかけしないようにとは思っていましたが、やはり兄様の妹だからでしょうか。
No clue, but Mentor's a really nice person.
はい。私もベニエさんのことが大好きです。フレーズもすっごくいい子ですし。
In a single day, those two managed to hit it off with one another. She sure grew up into one qualified cat girl.
兄様はフレーズをご存知だったのですか？
A little before I went back to Japan, she was staying here. Well, she was pretty darn small back then, though. I don't blame Phrase for not remembering me. I had almost forgotten her myself.
きっと思い出しますよ。何か引っかかっている様子でしたから。今日だって何度も兄様のことを見つめていましたよ。
Did she? You got your eyes peeled for cat girls as always, I see. I hadn't noticed at all. You don't think that she's worried that I work too slow, do you?
そんなことはないと思うのですが。
Phrase really is overqualified. Granted, I don't think our girls are any slouches as they are either.
あの年であの働きっぷりは素晴らしいですね。
Looks like I don't hold a candle to Mentor when it comes to raising cat girls either.
それは私もです。やってみて実感しましたが、育てるって大変です。猫は一匹一匹性格が違いますから、好きなことも嫌いなことも、一方に良かったことが一方には悪く働いたり、その逆だったり。だからこそ6匹育てた今でももっとお世話してあげたいと思ってしまうのです。
That's a very motherly thing to say despite not having kids.
あの子たちは私の娘で、私の親友で、私の誇りです。
Yeah, each one is different, eh? I reflect on just how right she is. Even their preferences in cakes all differ from girl to girl.
ショコラのスペシャルショコラモーニングスターです。私は好き。
これ美味しいわよね。
あのね、おしべとめしべがね、愛し合ってぐちょんぐちょんになると赤ちゃんがね、
Okay, Cinnamon's the odd cat out.
どうしましたか、兄様。
Oh no, I'm just thinking to myself. Everyone's personalities are different, but Mentor's cakes bring smiles to everyone's faces. And that is why she has so many varieties of cakes. Then what if she makes a cake for one person?
今日のデザートは兄様のために作ったのではありませんか？
Oh, you might be onto something. She made all that to present for me to taste. Given that, the cake that I should be making is...
真剣に考えている兄様、素敵です。兄様、もう寝ましたか？
No, not yet.
最近寝つきが悪いらしいとメープルから聞きました。
Yeah, I ended up lost in my thoughts when I'm by myself.
今は一人ではありませんよ。
Yeah, I know.
私がいます。それにベニエさんもフレーズも猫たちも待っていますよ。
Speaking of which, I wonder how they're all doing.
やはりペットシッターを頼んでおくべきだったでしょうか。
Nah, there's no need for that. They're the bell-holding cat girls, so they should be the ones pet-sitting others.
逆に悲しませるかと思って連絡を取っていないんですが、電話くらいしてみますか？
No, I believe in them. I need to do what I set out to accomplish. Besides, it's early morning in Japan right now. The girls should be sleeping.
わかりました。それでは今だけは私が猫たちの代わりを。
Serve as them for the time being.
コロニャーン。
Shigure, let me say this now because I think you've got the wrong idea. I don't really sleep together with any of the girls. Chocola and Vanilla sleep in their own room, and the others go home after work every day, right?
でも恋猫なのですよね。
Well, yeah, but...
しかも6匹とも。
yes?
それなのにベッドを共にすることも許していただけないなんて。
No, I mean, it's not like it's off limits, but we all just want to sleep in peace when night rolls around, right?
私は深夜早朝だろうと構いませんが。
You'd be a handful if you were a cat girl.
私も猫だったらよかったのに。
You're you, Shigure, my precious little sister.
確かに私が猫だったら兄様とは兄弟ではないということに。兄様も猫だったらよかったのでは？
Yeah, you better hurry to sleep. I'm sure fatigue is kicking in.
兄様、本当に何もしないのですか？今なら猫の代わりにサービス期間中。
That's only making me worry more. If you can't promise me that you'll be rational and keep some self-control, I'm chucking you out of bed right now.
申し訳ありません。絶対に悪いことはしません。
Alright, like I said before, we're getting up early tomorrow, so let's get some shut-eye.
はい。おやすみなさいませ、兄様。
Night, Shigure. I left my house late yesterday night and boarded a rocky train to the airport. From there, I had a long flight. After a short nap on the plane, I landed in France, met Shigure, and grabbed some breakfast with her. Then I worked in the original La Soleil for the first time in ages. Capping things off, the final item for dinner ended up being my exact ideal flavor. It was one of my mentor's cakes. I feel like I got a grasp on something by speaking with her. After all this time stagnating, I'm progressing ever so slightly. I can feel it. At the very least, I feel like a few of the chains that had been constricting my heart are starting to drop off. My exhaustion and relief caused me to slip into a deep slumber.
すぐ横で兄様が寝ているかと思うと、でも約束しましたから、見ているだけで私は満足です。兄様。
Alright. You can do it, Chocola.
寝言言っている兄様も素敵。
Good girl. Good girl.
兄様の手が私の頭を。
Good job there, Chocola.
兄様が望むのでしたら、私ショコラになります。
You too, Vanilla. You did great. Good girl.
そんなとこまで撫でられちゃって、私バニラでもいいです。
You want head pats too, Azuki? Good girl.
ナイスですよ、あずき。
Yeah, you too, Coconut.
兄様、上すぎです。手が軽ぶりしてます。メープルとシナモンもですよね。
Oh, yeah. Maple and cinnamon, too. Good girls. Good job.
抱きしめられて、頭いっぱい、なでなでされ、なでなでなでなで。
You all did so good. So good.
ダメじゃないけど、そんなとこまで兄様。すごいです。兄様、もう私。
What's the matter, Chocola? More? You want some more?
命日？今日が私の命日ですか？父様、母様、しぐれは。ここで燃え死にます。
I slept great. Man, I can't remember the last time I've conked out like that. Feels like a fog in my mind's lifted completely. Shigure, did you manage to sleep well? Huh? Wait, what happened? What happened, Shigure? Did you catch a cold?
大丈夫です。私は兄様がすごすぎただけで。
I don't think I did anything to you, but you didn't do anything, did you?
はい、私からは何も、私からは指一本触れておりません。
In any case, why don't you hop in the shower? You're dripping with sweat, and the sheets are soaking wet.
汗で済んでよかったです。危うく人様のベッドをスプラッター映画の大道具に変えるところでした。
Your nose is bleeding. Shigure rises up, fixes her disheveled pajamas, and staggers her way to the shower room. What the hell happened?
NEKOPARA。
おはよう、カシオ、しぐれ。よく眠れたかしら。
Yes, my head is much clearer now.
世界が彩りを変え、万物は輝き、私は生まれ変わったような気分です。
大げさね。
しぐれさん、大丈夫ですか？ちょっと疲れているような。もちろん大丈夫ですよ、フレーズ。ところでベニエさん、少しお伺いしたいことがあるのですが。
そうなら厨房で聞こうかしら。ケーキ作りと朝食の準備を手伝ってちょうだい。
Then I'll come too.
カショウにはフレーズと一緒に開店の準備をお願いするわ。
Huh? I think the roles are reversed here, but if Mentor says so, there must be some meaning behind it. Alright then. Okay, Phrase, let's start by sweeping the outside.
はい。
The two of us work in silence, cleaning up the outside of the shop and setting up the sandwich board. What's wrong?
いえ、すみません、カシオさん。看板を運んでくださって。
It's a tad heavy. And then again, if it were any lighter, the wind would knock it down.
こうして一緒に働けて、私は嬉しいです。
Have you always worked solo, Phrase?
そうですね。いつもパティシエールはキッチンかカウンターで、私は外か客席側ですから。一緒の場所で一緒の仕事をしている相手がいるのは新鮮で。
I've been in this line of work for much longer, but you're way more diligent than I'll ever be.
カショウさんは細かいところまで丁寧です。見習いたいです。
Really?
時々ぼーっとしてますけど。今のカショウさんは悩んでいて、考えなくちゃいけないことがいっぱいあるんでしょうね。パティシエールから少しだけ事情を聞きました。
Yeah, but that's still no reason to space out in the middle of work.
その分は私が働きます。
I'm not sure what I should say. I feel somewhere between apologetic and pathetic. Of course, I'm more grateful than anything, but that goes without saying.
カシオさんはケーキ作りに一生懸命です。だから私は応援したいんです。私もケーキが大好きです。パティシエールの作るケーキは幸せな気持ちになりますから。
Yeah, same here. Suddenly I remember something. Hey, what's the matter?
私、お手伝いしたいのに、背が届かなくて。
Not really an issue I can solve. I guess that kitten isn't tall enough for kitchen work. Don't worry, cat girls get big and tall fast. Have some cake and cheer up, okay? Plus, you're in luck. This is where the patisserie who can make the world's tastiest cake works.
私ケーキ好き。
Oh, you do? I love cake myself. That's why I'm training here.
シュギ
Yeah, I'm having her teach me how to make cakes. Though I'm still not good enough to make anything to brag about. Have some, if you'd like. I tried to make some macaroon a la fraise for you.
フレーズの
That's right. Fraise is French for strawberry.
おいしい。
Really?
おいしい。ありがとう、お兄さん。
I don't know how long you're going to be here for, but if it's okay with you, why don't you try helping around the shop? If you do, you'll be able to deliver the tasting this to everyone else. Appreciate it. I'm not going to be here for much longer after all.
どうしましたか？
Right, why don't we stop it
セーブ
there?
をご所望なのですね。
This is audap. You've been watching NEKOPARA Vol.4 on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.
このままタイトルに戻りますか？ネコパラボリューム4、猫とパティシエのノエル。